Welcome to Enterprise Selling Excellence. My name is John Klymshn, and over the course of this series, we will share with you some ideas that will help you to win when you're selling to the enterprise. One of the things that you will hear from me on a regular basis is that we want to put concepts together in groups of 3 or 5 or 7. The reason for that is that this is how we will process, record, store, and be able to retrieve ideas, concepts, practical actions, and applications. So for today, there are 3 things I want to share with you. One is the distinction between invitation and permission. Second is a not so simple but very clear definition of what selling is in my mind. Third, yet another definition, which is the definition of the word to qualify or the verb to qualify. As you go through this series, the goal is that you walk away with things that you can not only think about, but find a way to put into practical use. So there's a very distinct difference between invitation and permission. We are accustomed in polite society to ask people if it's okay to blank, or can we go ahead and blank? Because as salespeople, what we want to do is we want to draw in the revenue. What I have found is in the enterprise conversations, what we want to do is we want to craft questions that will prompt invitations on the part of the other person. And think about it. The difference between invitation and permission is that an invitation comes from them to us. Permission, of course, still comes from them, but because we have asked for it, and they are left in control. We'll talk about this when we see each other at Channel Partners in Las Vegas. Second, my definition of selling is the following: having people feel good about making a positive decision to move the conversation forward with me today. Notice that we don't get into commission or rate or head count or payment terms, because what we do is we detach ourselves from the specific outcome. We engage in business conversations. So I'll give you that definition again. Having people feel good about making a positive decision to move the conversation forward with me today. And then third, for this particular video, the definition of the verb to qualify, which in my experience is a regular and consistent challenge for experienced salespeople, in that once we get away from our definition of what it means to qualify, we start to lose our way. So let's make sure that we have clarity here, because to qualify is defined as meeting specific criteria. You as an enterprise salesperson or someone that leads a team of enterprise salespeople, it's really critical that you have specific criteria for who you want your customers to be in the future. And in the next video and several after, we will talk about the difference between selling and attempting to close today and building a compelling and profitable future. I'm John Klymshn. This is Enterprise Selling Excellence. See you next time.